Hello, everyone. My friends, I want you to understand something very important today. Too often, we spend our lives running after what we think we want, chasing jobs, chasing recognition, chasing positions, and we forget that life is not simply about the immediate opportunity in front of us. There is a plan for you, an extraordinary plan, bigger than anything you can imagine, and it does not always arrive on your schedule. Many of us have been impatient. We see a closed door. We feel the sting of rejection, and we panic, thinking life has failed us. But let me tell you, what looks like a failure is often the hand of destiny, guiding you to something far greater. I remember the story of a young man, full of dreams, searching desperately for a place that would recognize his talents. He went from interview to interview, only to hear rejection after rejection. At first, he felt crushed. He felt invisible. He wondered why life seemed so unfair. But then, in his quiet moments, he prayed and reflected. He realized that the very doors that closed were protecting him from a path that would have been small, limited, and unfulfilling. The rejections were not the end, they were the beginning of a greater journey. Sometimes, friends, God or the universe, or the plan that is larger than ourselves, knows better than we do. Many people do not understand this. When we see someone sitting in a position that seems higher or better than ours, we envy them. We feel discouraged. We ask, why not me? But I tell you, it is not a matter of chance. It is not bad luck. It is a matter of divine timing. The moments that feel like setbacks, the jobs that do not call you back, the opportunities that are denied, these are not punishments. They are pauses. They are invitations to prepare, to grow, to refine your character, your skills, and your understanding of purpose. You must stop thinking that the first door that opens, or the one that slams in your face, is the final word. True success, true calling, comes when you align with the bigger plan, not with the easiest opportunity. Sometimes we are meant to wait. Sometimes we are meant to serve, learn, and grow quietly, while others boast of temporary victories. In that waiting, in that preparation, you are being molded. Your vision is being expanded. Your capacity to handle greater responsibilities is being strengthened. And when the time comes, when the opportunity finally appears, you will be ready, not just for a position, but for a purpose that changes the trajectory of your life and the lives of those around you. So I encourage you, do not fear rejection. Do not feel insulted by doors that close. Do not let the opinions or disrespect of others define your value. There is a bigger plan at work, one that is wiser and more abundant than anything you could plot on your own. Trust it. Step into patience. Step into faith. And let your heart remain open to the opportunities that are truly meant for you. Remember this: the delays, the no's, the setbacks, they are not your enemies. They are the invisible hands guiding you to something greater. Embrace them, learn from them, and watch as the plan unfolds in ways you never imagined. And when that moment comes, when your purpose is revealed, and your work touches lives beyond what you can see, you will understand why you waited. This is the plan for you. My friends, now let us think about rejection. Let us think about the times when people have disrespected us, dismissed our ideas, or told us that we are not enough. I want you to understand today that these moments are not signs of failure. They are not proof that you are less than someone else. No. These moments are often the quiet whisper of a greater purpose calling you forward. You see, rejection is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of a new chapter, one that God, or destiny, or the bigger plan has carefully prepared for you. Many people feel hurt, discouraged, or angry when others show disrespect. It is natural to feel that way. But if you learn to see beyond the immediate pain, you will discover that rejection carries a hidden blessing. It is a signal. It is a sign that perhaps the path you were pursuing is not the one meant for you. Sometimes the very people who doubt you, who refuse to give you a chance, are actually protecting you from a path that would have limited your potential. Their disrespect may sting in the moment, but it is redirecting you towards something far more significant, far more aligned with who you truly are. Let me tell you something, my friends. I have seen many people, young and old, talented and gifted, face rejection again and again. And in that repeated dismissal, they became discouraged. They stopped believing in themselves. But there are those who choose a different path. They choose to see each no not as a door shutting in their face, but as a signpost guiding them toward the right door, the door that opens to their destiny. These are the people who rise above the disappointment. These are the people who transform insult into motivation and failure into stepping stones. When you are disrespected, do not lower your head in shame or bitterness. Lift your heart in understanding and strength. Ask yourself, what is this moment teaching me? What am I being prepared for? Because in the life of every great person, in the life of every person who fulfills their purpose, rejection was always a companion. It was always part of the journey. But it did not define them. They allowed it to shape them, to strengthen them, and to teach them patience, humility, and perseverance. Remember that respect from others is important, but it is not the foundation of your worth. Your value comes from within, from your faith in yourself, your dedication to your work, and your commitment to your purpose. When you begin to see rejection in this light, you stop fearing it. You stop being controlled by it. Instead, you use it as fuel to rise higher, to prepare yourself for opportunities that you could not have imagined when you were standing in the shadow of disrespect. I tell you, my friends, do not be afraid of rejection. Embrace it, learn from it, and let it refine your character. The very doors that close in your face today may be the doors that lead you to the greatest blessing of your life tomorrow. The disrespect you face may be the catalyst that pushes you to achieve greatness far beyond what you ever dreamed. Do not be discouraged by the words or actions of others. Do not allow their lack of vision to limit your own. The world may fail to recognize your value for a time, but when you trust in your path and persevere with faith, the bigger plan will reveal itself in ways that surpass human understanding. And when that moment comes, when you walk into your calling, and your life begins to touch others in ways that inspire and uplift, you will look back and see that every moment of rejection, every instance of disrespect, was not a barrier, it was a bridge to something far greater. Your journey is not defined by those who dismiss you. It is defined by the purpose that is waiting for you to claim it. My friends, I want to speak to you about a habit that many people fall into, a pattern that can keep us small and unfulfilled. Too often, we spend our lives chasing jobs, chasing positions, chasing titles, and we forget to ask the most important question: am I chasing a purpose, or am I merely chasing comfort? The world teaches us to follow the path that seems safe, that seems secure, that seems to bring immediate recognition. But let me tell you, true fulfillment does not come from the first opportunity that pays the bills or gives you a title. True fulfillment comes from pursuing your gifts, from seeking a life that aligns with the talent, the vision, and the calling that God or the universe has placed within you. Many of us look around and see people in positions of authority or power, and we think that is what we must attain. We try to fit ourselves into roles that may not suit us, believing that if we can just get that job, if we can just earn that recognition, then life will feel complete. But this is a dangerous path. When you chase a job instead of a purpose, you risk giving your energy and your passion to something that will never satisfy your soul. You risk being trapped in a cycle of disappointment, of stress, and of unrealized potential. I have seen people, young and old, who have great ideas, great talents, and great hearts, yet they struggle because they were chasing the wrong thing. They were focused on the external measures of success: titles, salaries, approval, while ignoring the internal calling that whispers quietly to their hearts. Friends, the moment you begin to listen to that calling, you begin to understand that life is not about the first door that opens. Life is about the door that opens in alignment with your gifts, your dreams, and your true potential. When you stop chasing a job and start chasing your purpose, something extraordinary begins to happen. You begin to see opportunities in places others overlook. You begin to create value not just for yourself, but for the people around you. You begin to grow in ways that no title or salary can measure. Purpose transforms work from a routine into a calling. It gives you the energy to persevere when others quit. It gives you the courage to continue when the world doubts you. It gives you the joy of knowing that what you do matters, not just to you, but to the lives you touch. Many people ask me, how do I find my purpose? I tell them, start with your gifts, your passions, the things that make your heart beat faster. Look at the ways in which your skills can serve others. Pray for guidance, reflect on your strengths, and pay attention to the doors that open naturally. The right opportunity will often feel effortless because it aligns with who you truly are. The wrong opportunity will feel heavy, forced, and uncomfortable. Do not be afraid to step away from something just because it looks prestigious or secure. Sometimes the greatest blessing comes when we have the courage to say no to what is small so we can say yes to what is great. When you pursue purpose over position, you will find that the right doors begin to open, the right people come into your life, and the right opportunities align in ways that feel miraculous. My friends, remember that life is not a race to secure a job. Life is a journey to fulfill the plan written for you, a plan that is bigger than anything you could have imagined. Stop chasing the temporary and begin pursuing the eternal. Stop chasing a paycheck and start chasing the calling that will make your life a blessing to others. And when you step into your purpose, when you align with the plan designed uniquely for you, you will discover a joy, a fulfillment, and a success far beyond what any job could ever provide. Your purpose is waiting for you to embrace it. My friends, let us now speak about faith, the faith not only in a higher plan but in yourself, in your God-given abilities, in the gifts that you carry within your heart. So often, people wait for others to recognize their potential, to tell them that they are enough, to give them permission to pursue their dreams. But I say to you today, do not wait for validation from the world. Your true strength, your true power, comes from the faith you place in yourself, the confidence you build in the quiet moments when no one is watching. I have seen many young men and women filled with talent, filled with vision, yet they shrink back because others doubt them. They listen to the voices of naysayers, the whispers of, "You are not ready" or "This is too difficult," and they allow those words to shape their lives. But you must understand, my friends, that the world's doubt does not define your destiny. Your destiny is defined by the courage you have to believe in what you were created to do, to trust that the gifts within you are meant to be shared. Faith in yourself is not arrogance. It is not selfish pride. It is a deep, quiet understanding that you were created for a purpose, and that purpose requires you to rise, even when the path is uncertain. When you believe in yourself, you will find the strength to step into challenges that others avoid. You will find the courage to try when failure seems likely, and you will discover doors that cannot be opened by talent alone. They open only through belief, perseverance, and confidence. Let me tell you, there is a power in faith that transforms ordinary people into extraordinary leaders. I have witnessed it countless times. People who faced impossible odds, who were dismissed by friends and family, who were ignored by the world, yet they refused to let doubt take root. They worked in silence, they prayed, they prepared, and they trusted that their abilities were gifts meant to be exercised. And in time, they became instruments of change, their lives touching many, their achievements far beyond what others thought possible. Faith in yourself also allows you to embrace your weaknesses without being defined by them. No one is perfect, and no path is without struggle. But when you understand that every challenge is a part of your preparation, every failure is a teacher, and every criticism is an opportunity to grow, your confidence becomes unshakable. It is not built on the approval of others but on the certainty that your life has meaning and that your abilities are part of a greater plan. Do not let fear or self-doubt prevent you from stepping into your calling. Every step you take, with faith in your potential, brings you closer to the life you are meant to live. Even when the road seems long, even when others do not see your vision, hold fast to the understanding that your gifts are needed, your voice matters, and your actions can inspire generations. Friends, I urge you to nurture your faith every day. Speak to yourself words of encouragement. Remember the times you overcame challenges, the skills you have developed, the moments when your intuition guided you correctly. Let these reminders build a foundation so solid that no external doubt can shake it. Trust your abilities. Believe in your capacity to grow, to learn, and to serve. The world may not immediately recognize your worth, but when you place your faith in yourself, when you commit to exercising your gifts with courage and diligence, the bigger plan begins to reveal itself. Your life becomes a testament to the power of belief, perseverance, and dedication. And when you stand in the fullness of what you were meant to be, you will know that faith in yourself was the key that unlocked the doors to your destiny. You are capable of more than you can imagine. My friends, now I want to speak to you about persistence and patience, the two forces that transform ordinary effort into extraordinary results. Life is not a race to the finish line. Too often, we look at the success of others and feel discouraged because it seems to have come easily, as if luck or fortune favored them. But I tell you today, nothing truly valuable is built overnight. Every great achievement, every life that impacts others profoundly, is the result of consistent, patient effort over time. Persistence is the courage to continue when the path seems unclear, when rejection knocks you down, when doubts rise around you. It is the decision to rise each day, to take one step, even if it is small, because you understand that every step matters. Many people give up at the first obstacle, believing that if success does not come quickly, it will never come at all. But I tell you, my friends, it is precisely in those moments of struggle that your character is being formed and your future is being prepared. Patience is the companion of persistence. It is the quiet understanding that life unfolds in its own time, according to a plan that may not align with our human expectations. Too often, we try to force opportunities, to rush doors open that are not yet ready to receive us. We grow anxious during delays, and doubt begins to take root in our hearts. But patience teaches us that delays are not denials, they are preparation. They are the time when our abilities are being strengthened, our wisdom is being expanded, and our understanding of purpose is being deepened. Think of a seed, my friends. It is buried in the soil, hidden from view, yet it grows patiently, persistently, trusting the process. It does not worry about the sun or the rain. It simply continues to grow until it bursts forth in its season, fulfilling the potential that has always been within it. Your life works in the same way. Every small step, every effort, every moment of patience is preparing you for the breakthrough that is coming. I have seen many people fail, not because they lack talent or vision, but because they gave up too soon. They let impatience and frustration steal their dreams. They abandoned their calling at the first difficulty, forgetting that the journey itself is part of the blessing. But those who persevere, who remain patient, who trust the process, discover that their efforts compound, their influence expands, and their lives unfold in ways they could never have imagined. Persistence and patience are forms of faith. Faith in yourself, faith in the bigger plan, and faith in the knowledge that the doors that remain closed are not forever. Every step you take with consistent effort, every moment you choose patience over frustration, brings you closer to the life you were meant to live. When persistence and patience are combined, they create a power that cannot be stopped. Obstacles become opportunities, delays become preparation, and setbacks become stepping stones. My friends, I encourage you to embrace persistence and patience in every area of your life. Celebrate the small victories, learn from the difficult moments, and trust that your dedication is creating the foundation for something far greater. Even when the journey is long, even when recognition seems delayed, your efforts are not wasted. They are building the life that aligns with your purpose, the life that will touch others and leave a lasting legacy. Remember, success is not measured by speed, but by endurance. Greatness is not achieved by those who give up quickly, but by those who continue, patiently and persistently, until the plan for their life is fulfilled. Rise each day, persist with courage, and trust that your patience will bring forth your destiny. My friends, let us now speak about one of the most powerful lessons life can teach us, the lesson of transforming disrespect into motivation. Yes, I say this with all my heart. When people dismiss you, belittle you, or fail to see your worth, it is not a punishment. It is not the end of your story. It is an invitation, a challenge to rise higher, to strengthen your resolve, and to prove to yourself the greatness that is already within you. Disrespect is not a barrier. It is a stepping stone. Too often, when we face disrespect, we carry the weight of it in our hearts. We feel hurt, frustrated, even angry, and we let those emotions hold us back. We replay the words, the actions, the moments when others undervalued us, and we allow them to define our sense of worth. But friends, I tell you today, you are not defined by the opinions or actions of others. Your value comes from the purpose, the gifts, and the vision that reside within you. You must see disrespect not as a judgment of who you are, but as a spark that can ignite a fire within your soul, if you choose to embrace it. I have witnessed many people, young and old, encounter disrespect in their lives. Some allowed it to weaken them, to make them question their abilities, and to stop them from pursuing their calling. But others took a different path. They decided to respond not with bitterness, not with anger, but with determination. They used the sting of disrespect as fuel. Every insult, every dismissive glance, every word of doubt became a motivation to work harder, to grow stronger, and to align themselves more fully with the purpose that was waiting for them. You see, my friends, the world may not always recognize your value. People may judge you unfairly, underestimate your potential, or fail to see the vision you carry in your heart. That is the nature of life, but what matters most is your response. Will you allow the negativity of others to stop you, or will you use it to propel yourself forward? The choice is yours. Disrespect can either break you, or it can make you. It can either hold you down, or it can lift you higher than you ever imagined. When you face disrespect, remember that it is not about them. It is about you. It is about your response, your growth, and your determination to fulfill your purpose. It is a chance to reflect, to refine your character, and to strengthen the resolve that will carry you through challenges. The energy that comes from hurt, from rejection, from the dismissive words of others, can be transformed into action, into progress, and into success. The greatest leaders, the people who have left a lasting impact on the world, have all faced disrespect. They have all encountered doubt, criticism, and dismissal. Yet, they refused to let it define them. They used it as motivation. They allowed it to sharpen their focus, to deepen their faith, and to fuel their determination to achieve something greater than themselves. Disrespect became the catalyst for growth, resilience, and ultimate success. My friends, I want you to understand this deeply. Do not shrink in the face of disrespect. Do not allow the opinions or the dismissive actions of others to hold you back. Instead, let them inspire you. Let them remind you of your purpose. Let them push you to work harder, to prepare more diligently, and to rise to heights you never thought possible. Every moment of disrespect, every insult, every doubt cast by others, is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you are greater than the limitations placed upon you. When you learn to transform disrespect into motivation, you will discover a strength that cannot be shaken. You will rise above negativity, surpass expectations, and fulfill the plan that is waiting for you. The world may fail to recognize you for a time, but your life, your work, and your impact will speak louder than any words of doubt or dismissal. And when that day comes, when your purpose shines fully and your life touches others in ways you never imagined, you will know that every moment of disrespect was not a barrier, but a bridge to your destiny. Rise above, and let nothing stop you.